And we're back. I'm back. You're back. We're all back to Doki Doki Literature Club, where I am sharing my poems again, because that's what you do in a literature club, is share your feelings with the MC in the form of poems. So let's start with Sayori, who has been quiet, and she's still down. I don't like this. It's my best one so far. It's really, really nice. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me. I only want to see smiles on your face. Okay. Hey, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait! Of course I do. That doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life, so sometimes... Oh, this is getting sappy. It's easier to write when I'm thinking about you. Oh, no. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. She shakes her head and sniffles and keeps shaking her head. She finally gathers herself. That's me sick sniffling, not me sad sniffling. That was so gross, and I'm so sorry. She gathers herself up and puts on a smile. It's nothing. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. No! Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. She cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. That was weird! I don't like where this is all, like... This is just sad. Alright, small angry. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah, it doesn't blow me away, but there's nothing I really hate about it. It's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? She's like dragging around a dead weight. That's a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. I didn't get to read Sayori's poem. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go to. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in a windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Whoa. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. But if you're by my side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write out anything negative about the beach, so you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too, making us write about a simple topic and trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyways. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. It was. I appreciated that poem. I love the beach, personally. It's the best. Yuri. Well done, Lex. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful? The advice that I've hella skipped. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. Oh god. And I guess I'm doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Lex? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer, and even my opinions are just opinions, you know. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. For me to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. Oh, she's all anxious again. She's playing with her hair and it has the little embarrassed lines. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just mean that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri! What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright, do you want to share your poem now? Okay, here. Ugh, cursive. Oh god, small cursive. Beach. A marvel, a million years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless engine. Engine? Enigma? Enigma. Wow. The easiest would get lost in it. The easiest world to get lost in. Holy crap, I can't read. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy trendles. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. Dark! And that's a little bit creepy. I am aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did. She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thought. Wait, did she... They both said that it was the other's idea to do the thing. Who should I show my poem to next? Skip. No. Hi, Lex. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Ha ha ha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let her take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy. I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit more time to make friends with everybody, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Alright? Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now. Alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who's found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, in all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Left adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight night sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath she blows me back afloat and I pick up a gust of wind. Wow. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. That whole thing was philosophical. It's kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Like, is this game trying to send me like a writing message? Is this a game for writers that's also like a cute anime girl visual novel? I don't get the hype. We're all done sharing poems, yeah? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe? Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balancing is thrown off a little bit when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to? Anyways, I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for the two of you being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Who? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out that the rest of the festival preparations are ready. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Hell yeah, she's got the best cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Aww, I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not here. That may be the case, but if I can't also be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. It suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind's already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Lex. The one who is truly useless. Ah, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give to you. Not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyways. She tries to mumble a bunch of excuses. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Lex may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more to me you're just making excuses for Lex to... What are you saying? I was running away with that sentence. It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down. In the end, I think it's up to Lex to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't gotten a chance to spend time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah, Lex, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone's looking straight at me. No! More decisions! Save them for later. On that note, on the decision point, goodbye.